Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Puppet Revolution. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, imagine this. Grover and Big Bird decide they've had enough of working for PBS. They form their own church, Arm Up at a Perpetual Felt, which in turn takes over the government of Sesame Street. Go for it! Some might call it a puppet government. But since it's a government based on religion, it's a theocracy. The category behind this question is every girl's dream. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. What happens when you twist growing up Skipper's arm? It breaks. It's all yours. No, that's what happens when you take a hammer to her arm. And let's see the correct answer. Her breasts grow and her waist shrinks. But we got lots of reports of dislocated shoulders across the country, so kids, don't try this at home. How about it? Hit me with the category.
Question 3.
Here's the category. Wherefore art thou a cokehead? And we will pay out $3,000 for this one. Hang on tight, because here we go. In a bizarre test of manhood, 4 Shakespearean characters try to do a line of cocaine for every line of dialogue written for them. Go for it. Hamlet would have to do 1,422 lines of coke. Of course, by that time, he'd also be able to stick his finger in one nostril and have a poke out the other.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
The category. Very hairy, Mary. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Do you remember that nursery rhyme that goes, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Well, if Mary had back hair that came in as often as the perennials in her garden, about how often would she have to shave in order to maintain a smooth back? It's all yours. A perennial is a plant that only comes in about once a year. I wonder if Mary's ever considered electrolysis. Okay. Uh-oh. Testnut Slick Crime Store.
It's time for a
Tinker-Lick Test Drum.
This gibberish questions category is bad pickles. Opening value on this gibberish question, $5,000. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Okay, you ready? Whose name does this rhyme with? Holly's hold taints pickles, Jess. Don't let the punctuation throw you off. And 1, he's a legendary character. This guy only works 1 night a year. 1 night a year, I'll take that job. Last 10. Let's see what you got, sir type.
Mommy, who's that coming down the chimney? Why, it's Holly's Hall Tate's Pickle Jess!
And he's got a whole bag full of dollars for you. Nice job. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Gotta be quick.
Get in the mix.
Whoa, whoa.
Question 6.
The name of this category is You've Come a Long Way, Baby. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. What ornithological attribute is used to sell panty liners? Gills, tails, fins, or wings? Go for it. What could you possibly be thinking? Should have picked this. Wings. They sure fly off the shelves, but you're okay. They won't fly off your panties. How about it? Hit me with the category.
Zabba-dooba-dabbin', question 7.
Next up, who's not on first? And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. In their movies, whom did Abbott and Costello not meet? The Mummy, Captain Kidd, Dracula, or Frankenstein? It's all yours. No, not that one. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. Dracula. I don't know, I guess they just don't get slapstick in Transylvania. Oh.
Yeah, man, come along to question 8.
This one's gonna be, I think I'm gonna hurl. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. Well, we all love those little tasty treats like ice cream, marshmallows, and candies, but one ingredient common to all these delicious delights is gelatin. Which of the following is not often used in gelatin production? Animal saliva, animal hides, animal bones, or animal connective tissue? Animal saliva. There's always room for bones, hides, and tissue in gelatin. But no animal saliva, unless you piss off the waiter. Alright, come on, hit me. We need a...
Number 9.
8 plus 1 is 9.
The category is musical terms and idiosyncrasies. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Fortissimo is the loudmouth, as retardando is the retardando means slow down in music. Actually, I think the PC term composers are now using for retardando is mentally challenged ando. Okay. The category behind this question is, how often do you do it? Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. I'll tell you how often I do it. Not as often as I used to before I agreed to be the host of this show. But that's another story. Here's the question. Which of these events is best described as happening once in a blue moon? Volcanic eruption? Go for it. Volcanic eruptions. The ash sent up in the air makes the moon look blue, and a full moon is caused by my ash being up in the air. We've got 10 questions down, and for 10 more, we're going on to round 2. Now, we are 1 round away from the Jack Attack, and all the questions in this round are going to be worth more than in round 1. So pay attention, and let's do it. How about it?
And now, 11.
The category. Try to blow a bubble with that. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. Xanthan gum is a preservative made from bacterially fermented corn sugar. Food that contains xanthan gum has what kind of consistency? Syrupy and viscous. Coincidentally, the 2 traits I look for in the perfect mate. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, mess butt tit slime chore.
Once again, it's time for a
Flicker Piss No Scope.
Alright, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Civic pride and guys with balls. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Now remember, there's no screwing on gibberish questions. Ready? Put your fingers on your buzzers and tell me, what does this rhyme with? Fake treat. Go for it. Type in your answer. Holy cow, it's a home run.
Fake tree trout through a wall frame. Question 13.
Here's the category. Crap we wanted as kids. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Alright gang, see if you can remember what I'm talking about here. What were those things released in 1983 that little kids really had to have? Those dolls that came with their own paperwork and sold like hotcakes and they had yarn for hair. What were they called? Strawberry shortcake? Go for it. Cabbage Patch Dolls. Yeah, I'm sure Mom and Dad are glad they shelled out a couple of Hondo to get young Junior one of those timeless classics. Oh.
Doobadoo-wah, doobadoo-wee. It's question 14.
Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Hazel and magic wood. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. If TV's wacky maid Hazel actually had the powers attributed to Hazelwood, what talent would she have? It's all yours. Yeah, how about the ability to lose points? In case you're curious about the correct answer, The ability to find H2O. Yeah, divining rods were supposedly made out of hazelwood. Of course, the newer models are made out of fiberglass. How about it? Hit me with the category. Uh-oh, West Truck licks 9 more.
Once again, it's time for a
Snickerclish Restroom.
The category for this gibberish question? Frightening things to tell your kids. We're in round 2, so this gibberish question is going to start off at $10,000. Okay, to solve this puzzle, you gotta think fast because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. Now, there's no screwing your neighbor in this kind of a question. You ready to untangle some gibberish? Let's do it. What does this rhyme with? Soccer guys. Okay, let's see if you know it. Type it.
Suck a guy, save me, video that cup. If it gets on hard copy, his butt's in a sling. Question number 16.
And I like it too.
The category is smile when you call me that. $6,000 is riding on this one. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. Ivan the Terrible isn't such a terrible name to have if you compare it to the names of some other leaders in history. Which go for it. Felix the Fat, the wonderful, wonderful fat. He reaches into his bag of tricks and pulls out half a chocolate cake. Okay.
17.
The name of this category is How Gangrene is Your Valley? Hello, this one's gonna be worth $6,000. Okay, let's say Bonanza's Ben Cartwright gets severe frostbite on his foot after going ice fishing with Little Joe. If Ben's frostbite eventually develops into wet gangrene, what should Hoss do to treat his father's problem? It's all yours. Hey, Pa, I know your foot's all decayed and everything, but I got a Band-Aid for you. Actually, Ben, I got some bad news for you. Wet gangrene means bacteria has infected the gangrenous area. Amputation's the only course of action. How about it?
18. Wipe the slate clean. Number 18.
This one's gonna be Show Me Uranus. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. If you were the solar system, where would you wear your asteroid belt? It's between Mars and Jupiter. That way you can properly cover up Jupiter's moons. All right. Next up, French dictators and Swedish pop groups. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Okay, we're coming at you, heads up. All right, which ABBA song might you expect to be about Napoleon? Take a chance on me? It's all yours. You took a chance, and you blew it. And here's the right answer. Waterloo, that nice little vacation spot where Napoleon got his butt kicked. And coincidentally, I think Napoleon's middle name was Bjorn. Go figure. Okay.
Question number 20.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Scary cereals and vitamin deficiencies. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. If the lovable cereal spokesman Boo Berry were discovered to have a thiamine deficiency, which would be the... Berry Berry is a thiamine deficiency. Thank God those little marshmallows are chock full of vitamin B1. How about it? Hit me with a category. Enter the attack. If you see two words together and they form a match, buzz in. Oh, you already got the rules down, huh? Let's not waste time. Match on this. A meal by any other name. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Get ready. Snack on this. performance like this one, you deserve to have your own star on the Trivia Walk of Fame. And I promise you, if you ever get that star, I'll be the first one to step on it, cause you don't know Jack.
Lunch is starting on BSI. Next up is an all-new bloopers, mishaps, and
Everybody,
injuries.
great
Hosted by
show.
Epic Nugget.
Cookie,
And today is
what's the
Finest
plan here with the
Police brutality
contestants?
videos.
All right,
Former
if you want
police
to
chief
play
Walter
again, you
Knepper.
just
Stay
gotta let me
tuned to
know whenever
BSI.
you're ready, okay?
When Her Majesty's citizens are in trouble, they call on the government. But when the government is in trouble, they call on one man.
All right.
Nate Shapiro is Secret Agent 004.
How you doing there, Mr. Prime Minister?
004. 25 cubic liters of enriched plutonium have been stolen from reactor X-13. We believe